Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 917 of the show. We're going to talk about what happened last night on SmackDown, which was on the 6th. That was my mother's 60th birthday. Almost a 6th birthday. Wait a minute. My mom's 6 years old. No, 60th birthday. Again, I'm very, very appreciative towards my mom. And it's good to show love to your parents once in a while. And maybe, and be thankful for them. The Bible says in everything give thanks. So I give thanks for, this day today. And it's a little, like I say, it's a little overcast, but it didn't rain. So I did not need the poncho. And it wasn't that cold, so I did not need the hoodie. So it's a good day, but despite a little concern about leakage in one of the lamps at the theater. At the mall, but we got it all. We made sure that everything is good and all that, and we were on top of things, and that's what we had to do. So, and that's been a good day. God's blessed me, so I hope God blesses you too. In fact, I hope y'all be blessed. I feel like I'm blessing you through these great videos with some positivity and some fun, personality, and authenticity, and realness too. Sometimes, But I'm here to entertain and here to have fun and put smiles on your faces. That's my ultimate goal. So, and hopefully I be an inspiration to a lot of good folks out there that want to do this. Okay? So, let's talk about what happened last night on SmackDown NXT Level Up. LA Knight kicks off SmackDown and he was about to address the St. Louis crowd. And then that walrus-looking goof, Paul Heyman, comes out with Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. And the little verbal exchange back and forth. So Sikoa and Jimmy Uso were about to jump Knight until John Cena decided to even things up. But so LA Knight says, you know what? Let's get a little preview. Jimmy Uso, you and me tonight for a matchup. Judgment Day and JD McDonough arrives at the arena, and Damian Priest says, why is he here? Rhea Ripley goes, I told him to be here. So Rhea Ripley's starting to take charge of the Judgment Day. So Charlotte Flair and Asuka, and they're also former women's tag team champions with each other, mind you, going against Damage Control's Io Sky, the WWE Women's Champion, and Bayley. And despite the fact of a little miscommunication between both teams, Charlotte was bumped into accidentally knocking Asuka the ring apron, and Bayley accidentally knocked off Io Sky from the apron. Flair and Asuka won the matchup. Paul Heyman, the Bloodline, they were talking about what their plans are, and then they see the Judgment Day in their lockers. You're in the long locker room. And then Finn goes, no, we're exactly where to be. So Rhea Ripley was out, so that was intensity. Now, after the commercial break, there's a standoff between Judgment Day and the Bloodline. Rhea Ripley goes, everybody out except for Paul Heyman, because him and I need to talk business. So everybody got out. Rey Mysterio went one-on-one with Bobby Lashley, and there was a heck of a matchup. Rey Mysterio was about to win until the Street Profits got involved, and then Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro got involved during the matchup. The Street Profits and Bobby Lashley took out both Wilde and del Toro. Lashley picked up the victory. And then in the locker room, Rhea Ripley said, hey, Paul Heyman, I want to align yourself, my Judgment Day and the Bloodline come together. And Paul Heyman was very hesitant because he said, listen, acknowledge me. I'm authorizing it. That's fine. And then after Rhea left, call Roman Reigns. A little bit more. And it seems like a little promo about Alba Fire and Isla Dawn still wanting the Women's Tag Team Championship. Chelsea Green stops being stops being a timid little mouse. And knowing Piper Niven and her history with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, I'm sure she would love to have a chance to take them on. So, Dragon Lee went one-on-one with Austin Theory, and then this is a heck of a matchup between two of the young bright stars of the WWE. Heck of a matchup, but then there's another young bright star that decided to come down and ruin the whole thing. It was Grayson Waller. He's running his mouth as usual. And Grayson Waller tried to get involved, but then all of a sudden Cameron Grimes attacked Grayson Waller, distracting Theory. Dragon Lee capitalized on it, and he picked up this huge upset victory over Austin Theory. And it seems like it'll be... I would not be surprised if they have a kickoff, a tag team match between those four top young stars. And then Rhea Ripley was talking to Jimmy Uso about the whole thing, and Jimmy Uso is kind of on board with this whole situation. But then Rey Mysterio talked to Santos Escobar and Zelina Vega while they were waiting. He was waiting with Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde in the trainer's room. Said, "Listen, they're not going to make it." And then he said, and then Santos, "What are we going to do?" It was Zelina goes, "What are we going to do? There's two of you and there's three of them." And then Rey Mysterio looks at them and says, "I'm making a phone call." Who did he call to be the third man as part of the LWO against the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley? I think Bobby the Brain, he was like, "Hogan's the third, Hulk Hogan. You just call Hulk Hogan. Will you stop?" Anyways, so seriously though, who we'll find out tonight on FastLane who made that call. Then, the main event, LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight was about to win until Solo Sikoa attacked Knight, ended up disqualifying Jimmy Uso, and Knight wins the match by disqualification. And as he attacked Knight, John Cena comes to Knight's aid, and then both, and then they start fighting even until the Judgment Day comes out, and then they had a standoff at ringside between the Judgment Day and the Bloodline, and then Paul Heyman goes, "It's authorized," and they both shake hands. So they're about to gang up on Cena and Knight until Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso came into the mix, and all 8 of them. So I'll tell you one thing right now, they could have made this thing an 8-man tag at Fastlane, but they decided to divide it up into 2. This will be and they stood tall after both factions were chased out of the ring. So interesting situation tonight. It's all coming to a head at Fastlane. Meanwhile, NXT Level Up. Now, Valentina Feroz and Kaylani Jordan, who advanced in the women's breakout tournament, went up against the woman she defeated in the tournament, Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. And Damon Paxley won the matchup. It seems like now Paxley's probably got herself a partner that could assist her. Meanwhile, Kelly Kincaid interviews Dante Chen about Drew Gulak, and as the two of them are about to go at it in the main event of NXT Level Up. Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe versus Javier Bernal and Luca Crucifino. Bernal and Crucifino did win the matchup by Bernal grabbing the tights of one of his opponents, to pin him. Dante Chen versus Drew Gulak, and this was a heck of a matchup, and Drew Gulak ended up winning the match. And before I conclude the video, and we'll continue, and just to let you know, they have advertised about NXT, and NXT had John Cena being in Carmelo Hayes' corner, while Paul Heyman will be in Braun Breaker's corner. Then you got Roxanne Perez going one-on-one with Asuka, and you have Cody Rhodes making an important announcement. But as the promo for that ends, you hear a gong. There's a rumor going around that The Undertaker is on his way to NXT. This ought to be very interesting. And like I said last night to Jordan as we're watching AEW Rampage, if I were every NXT superstar, injured or not, attend. Because you might learn from The Undertaker. A man who knows about the business. You got Shawn Michaels, who's been there, Been with the WWE since 1988. The Undertaker since 1990. So it'd be best to behoove everybody in NXT to attend so that you can learn from the Undertaker. It's a huge opportunity to even ask him questions or even pick his brain. That's what I'm thinking. It will help NXT be elevated to another level. We'll find out this Tuesday on NXT. I'll watch Title Tuesday on my TV. NXT, I'll find a way to watch that on my computer or on my tablet. So, that's all the time we have on this show, episode 917 of the show, SmackDown NXT Level Up. Next episode, we're going to talk about FastLane picks and predictions, PTW Event Center for FastLane. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.